This is day 9. It's coming on the same day as day 8 because I missed out a day yesterday. And today, as I've done in the past, it is where I share the demos of how I went about some of the sketches in my new book, Addictive, an Artist Sketchbook. Today we'll be going to page 220, and it is a sketch I did from Embankment to Cannon Street. And it's of this guy with a turban or something. And I just want to maybe simplify this because I think this journey lasts about nothing less than, I think, 10 minutes. But I want to cut it a bit short, okay? So let's go. So the first thing I'll be doing is to get the top of his head, the side, and then the other side. Those are the angles on that side. And then these angles on this side are one there, one here, and one that curves. Once I'm able to get that, I'm going to look at where the turban touches his head, which should be around here. And then I'm going to connect it straight on with here. So that gives me the whole turban. Then the next thing is, and this is where I use angles. So the next thing will be to make sure I get his eyes. Now I'm using structure here to just block in where I think the eye will be, so that because that area goes in, and then I'm just going to continue now. This is his cheek, all right? Now another bit of structure will come in here because this plane is different. So you treat this plane as a different feel. Okay, now the next thing is the axis that goes straight through his head. I'm gonna make sure I get that. And now just put some eyebrows in very quickly. And make sure I get the eyes. So I'm just gonna quickly go for the eyes on each side of the face, just very quickly. And then the eyelids. These are all done really fast, and you can see me making it fast. The next part is just under his nose. Just gonna pick that up and just put a nostril there, and then his lovely mustache. I think this is the reason why I sketched him. So, you know, nothing, you don't want to mess about with this mustache. It's a $1 million one. It's just beautiful. And then the next thing I do is to get the goatee. Oh, this is a long goatee, and another beauty. Just a lovely bit of a goatee there. And now I'm going to combine that goatee with his beard that comes down from the turban straight down to the side. Just something around here, and then just bring that down. And then I'm going to continue with his neck around here, and just the line of his shoulder there, and the line of his shoulder here. I'm going to shade all this with this broad stroke technique. So just broad stroke. You know, just one stroke. You can see the strokes as they come through just by putting the pencil a bit flat. And then I'm going to block in here with the broad stroke, just the movement of his goatee, all that beard and goatee around there. And then on his turban, I think it's divided into 3 sections. This is the first section. I think there's another one in here that goes kind of right round. This is the darkest point, which I'm going to make dark, the one that connects with his head. And the rest of it, I'm just going to kind of follow the way I did it. So broad strokes again. I'm just going to get the right broad stroke. See, it's good to get the right one. I'm just going to continue from here. So I follow the movement. Just follow that movement right there. Here, I follow the movement as it goes across. I just vary it. So that's how I vary it and goes across. And I vary this one as it goes across. Very quickly, I got 2 dark lines in the turban. 2 dark lines in there. And now what's left is some of the hatching and the darkness on his mustache. So this is a heavy line under his mustache. The weight of lines really matter. I think I mentioned that in one of the other days, the weight of a line. Now watch how I go about the carving of his cheekbone. Watch this. So this is where you really use those curvy hatchings just to get the movement. So you can see me hatching that in, and then getting the structural part of his face there, because that bends too. This area in here I pull out, darken the eyebrow in there, darken the eyebrow, going to the eye and get a darker bit in there, because that will really make it look like a real eye, even though it's a sketch. under his eyebrow, yes, and then pull a definite bit on the nose there. These are very deliberate, let's darken the moustache, very deliberate way of sketching. And you can see that all of a sudden, in about 4 to 5 minutes, this sketch is already looking alive. And this is how I go about it. And I really want to encourage you to take this on, try it, sketch along with me, pause the video, make it slower, you know, or if you want to see it faster, you can speed the video up. It's all yours for the taking, but I want to get as many sketch addicts as I can out there so we can all know the beauty and the love and the vibe that I get from this. So that's it. That's day 9. That's day 9. Straight away, I've used a colored pencil. It's Fab Recent Color Giants from Lyra. And I've used the darker tone, even though I used the light brown here. This is the dark tone. So I hope you enjoyed that. Over to day 10. Thank you.